Hello fellow travelers, today we're journeying to Rome. Our destination is the magnificent Colosseum. This ancient arena stands proud and strong. It has watched over Rome for nearly 2,000 years. The Colosseum is more than just a ruin. It is a symbol of Roman power and genius. It's a place where history truly comes alive. Millions visit, feeling its ancient energy. The Colosseum is an icon recognized worldwide. Its massive shape dominates the Roman skyline. This was the heart of entertainment in ancient Rome. Emperors used it to thrill the Roman people. It hosted incredible games and spectacles. Gladiators fought bravely here for cheering crowds. It's a must-see for any visitor to Italy. Understanding the Colosseum helps us understand Rome. It's a key piece of our shared world heritage. Fires, earthquakes, and time have left their marks, yet its fundamental structure remains. This shows the skill of Roman engineers. They built things to last, and the Colosseum proves it. Let's uncover the secrets of the Colosseum. It's an adventure you won't soon forget. Join me as we explore Rome's timeless marvel. The story of the Colosseum begins long ago. It was Emperor Vespasian who started its construction around 70 AD. He wanted to give the people of Rome a grand gift. The Colosseum was built on the site of a former lake. This lake was part of Emperor Nero's Golden House. Vespasian wanted to return this land to the people. The original name was the Flavian Amphitheater. This was because Vespasian was from the Flavian family. His sons, Titus and Domitian, continued the work. Titus officially opened it in 80 AD. The opening games lasted for 100 days. Emperor Domitian later added the top story and the hypogeum. It became the largest amphitheater ever built. Tens of thousands of workers helped build it. Many were slaves, brought to Rome after wars. They used strong materials like travertine stone and tuff. Concrete, a Roman invention, was also key. The design was clever and very efficient. It allowed thousands of people to enter and exit quickly. The Colosseum showed the power of the Roman Empire. It was a symbol of Roman wealth and engineering skill. Its construction changed the face of Rome forever. The architecture of the Colosseum is truly amazing. It is an elliptical or oval-shaped structure. This shape provided good views for everyone. It measures about 189 meters long and 156 meters wide. The outer wall was originally about 48 meters high. It had 80 arches on each of the first 3 levels. These arches were not just for decoration, they were a key part of its strong design. The Romans used different architectural styles. The first level has Doric columns, simple and strong. The second level features Ionic columns, more elegant. The third level uses Corinthian columns, very ornate. This combination of styles was common in Roman building. Inside, the seating was arranged by social rank. The emperor and senators had the best seats. Knights and wealthy citizens sat in the sections above. Ordinary Roman citizens, the plebeians, sat higher up. The very top level was for women and the poor. There were many entrances and stairways. These were called vomitoria, helping people exit fast. The Colosseum also had some very clever features. A large awning called the velarium could cover the top. The arena floor itself was made of wood and covered with sand. The Colosseum is most famous for its gladiator contests. These fighters were often slaves or prisoners of war. Some were criminals condemned to fight. Others were free men who chose this dangerous life. They fought for fame, fortune, or freedom. Gladiators trained hard in special schools. They learned to use various weapons and armor. Each type of gladiator had unique equipment. For example, the retiarius used a net and trident. The murmillo fought with a sword and shield. The games would begin with a grand parade. The gladiators would enter the arena in procession. They would salute the emperor with famous words. Ave Caesar, morituri te salutant. The crowd would roar with excitement. Musicians played, adding to the dramatic atmosphere. The fate of a defeated gladiator was often up to the crowd. Or sometimes the emperor made the final decision. A thumbs up or thumbs down could mean life or death. These contests were brutal and often deadly, but for the Romans, they were a popular form of entertainment. Successful gladiators could become heroes, like sports stars today. While gladiatorial combats were famous, they weren't the only shows. The Colosseum hosted many types of spectacles. Animal hunts, called venationes, were very popular. Wild animals from all over the empire were brought to Rome. Lions, tigers, bears, elephants, and crocodiles were featured. These animals would fight each other, or they would be hunted by specially trained fighters called bestiarii. These hunts were often lavish and exotic. They showed the vast reach of the Roman Empire. Another amazing spectacle was the Naumachia. These were mock sea battles held in the arena. Yes, the arena floor could be flooded with water. Specially built ships would engage in mock combat. Thousands of performers would reenact famous naval victories. These events were rare and very expensive to stage. They usually happened in the early years of the Colosseum. Later, the Hypogeum was built under the arena. This made flooding the arena for sea battles impossible. Public executions were also held at the Colosseum. Criminals and prisoners of war faced death in various ways. Sometimes they were thrown to wild animals. This was a grim part of the entertainment. The Colosseum was a multi-purpose entertainment venue. It hosted theatrical performances based on mythology. The Colosseum did not stay a grand arena forever. After the fall of the Western Roman Empire in the 5th century, things changed. Gladiatorial games became less common and eventually stopped. The last recorded gladiator fight was in 435 AD. Animal hunts continued for a bit longer, but the Colosseum's original purpose faded away. The city of Rome itself declined in population. Maintaining such a huge structure became difficult. It began a long period of transformation. Over the centuries, the Colosseum suffered damage. Earthquakes, like the one in 1349, caused parts to collapse. Fires also took their toll on the ancient structure. But humans caused much of the damage too. In the Middle Ages, it was used in various ways. It became a fortress for noble Roman families. Small dwellings and workshops were built within its arches. It was even used as a Christian shrine for a time. People took stones from the Colosseum for new buildings. Marble seats and decorations were stripped away. The metal clamps holding stones together were removed. This left the pockmarks you can see on the walls today. Despite all this, much of the Colosseum survived. By the 18th and 19th centuries, people began to appreciate its historical value. Popes started efforts to preserve it. Today, it is a protected archaeological site. The Colosseum's influence extends far beyond Rome's city walls. It has become a global symbol of ancient power. It represents the might and engineering genius of the Roman Empire. Its design has inspired countless other buildings. Modern sports stadiums often echo its oval shape. Think about arenas and amphitheaters built today. Many use similar ideas for crowd management. The concept of tiered seating comes from places like this. The Colosseum set a standard for public venues. Its architectural legacy is truly worldwide. It has also deeply impacted art, literature, and film. For centuries, painters have captured its majestic ruins. Writers have described its dramatic history. Poets have reflected on its silent, imposing presence. Movies have brought its gladiatorial contests back to life. Think of films like Gladiator. These stories help us imagine what it was like. The Colosseum sparks our imagination. It connects us to a distant, fascinating past. It's a powerful source of creative inspiration. The Colosseum teaches us about Roman society. It shows us their love for spectacle and entertainment. It reflects their social structure and values. It's a window into their daily lives and beliefs. Visiting the Colosseum is an unforgettable experience. To make the most of your trip, a little planning helps. First, decide when to go. Spring and fall offer pleasant weather in Rome. Summers can be very hot, especially midday. Winters are cooler, with fewer crowds. Try to visit early in the morning or late afternoon. This helps avoid the biggest crowds and the heat. Buying tickets in advance is a very good idea. You can buy them online to save time. Your Colosseum ticket usually includes entry to 2 other nearby sites. These are the Roman Forum and Palatine Hill. They are right next to the Colosseum. These sites are also full of ancient Roman history. Plan to spend at least half a day exploring all 3. Wear comfortable shoes as you'll do a lot of walking. Bring water, especially in warmer months. There are water fountains inside the Forum area. Sunscreen and a hat are also good ideas. Be prepared for security checks at the entrance. Consider taking a guided tour for a richer experience. A good guide can bring the history to life. They can point out details you might miss on your own. Audio guides are also available if you prefer to explore at your own pace. Don't miss the chance to see the Hypogeum. The Colosseum is more than just an ancient monument. It is a doorway to another world, another time. Standing within its massive walls is a powerful feeling. You can almost hear the echoes of the past, the cheers of the crowd, the clash of swords, the roars of wild animals from distant lands. It's a place where history feels incredibly real. It invites you to connect with the Roman spirit. to understand their ambitions, their triumphs, their daily lives. This is a journey every traveler should experience. Visiting the Colosseum is a lesson in human history. It tells a story of incredible engineering skill. It speaks of a society that loved grand spectacles. It also reminds us of the darker sides of power. But above all, it shows the enduring nature of human creation. Even after 2 millennia, it continues to inspire us. It challenges us to learn from the past, to appreciate the cultures that came before us, and to think about the legacy we are building today. It's a place for wonder and for deep reflection. So, I encourage you to visit this timeless marvel. Walk through its ancient arches, stand in the center of what was once the arena. Look up at the towering stands where Romans sat. Feel the weight of centuries all around you.